Anyway, I thought I'd make a short video for you today and bring Ananda through and see what they have to inform us of at this point in our development. For those of you who don't know me, I take breath, and Ananda, who are my guides and teachers, will come through. It's very clear when they are speaking and not me, and they will bring us some wisdom for our day. I'll see you at the end of the session. We're with you again, dear ones. Your world is in a bit of a pickle. That is a British phrase that our dear one uses when things are not going very well. And we, of course, have come here to assist you out of that pickle. We are beings of high consciousness. We are a group consciousness, as many of you know, but we remind you so that you don't forget and think that we are one being. We are many, many beings who come from many, many times and places and physical locations in and out of your reality to help you. Now, your vision of reality is very limited. Not only is it limited by your physical senses, so you are seeing only a very small spectrum of light. You are hearing only a very small range of sounds, and you think that this is all there is. Well, it is not. And your instruction, the instruction that you receive in your society, ridicule if you see something that is out of the ordinary, dismissing dreams as unreal, focusing on the material to the exclusion of all of the best parts of your life. That is what you are taught in your scientific method, to ignore anything that is not solid. And you, my dear being, are not solid. You are not even real by scientific terms. Your body may be considered real, but you, the being that animates that dead thing, is not considered real because you cannot be measured. Your emotions cannot be quantified. Your feelings cannot be weighed and added into statistics. All of these things that make you make you unreal by your society's definition. So some of you who are more scientific in nature need to really look at the reality of what you are taught in your society. You are taught about the lowest frequency aspects of your society, and that is the solid matter. Solid matter is the end result of thought, passion, desire, focus. Those things that cannot be measured and are not considered real or valuable are what creates your reality. And so when you look around at this mess that you find yourselves in with wars and financial problems, your economic systems are teetering on the edge of collapse. Your political systems are a circus. Your monetary systems are deceptive and manipulative and fear-mongering. These are the realities of your culture. And yet you see yourselves as very successful and very civilized, and you continue doing what you are doing, which is the most amazing thing to all of us in the non-physical, that despite the evidence to the contrary, you keep doing what you are doing, driving your gas-guzzling cars, watching television. All of these things are creating what you are experiencing. All you have to do is walk through one of your great cities, and you can see the looks on the faces of those beings and know that this society is not thriving. We are not trying to be depressing here. We are not attacking you. We are merely asking you to sit down quietly and ask yourself, how do you contribute to the disaster that is happening in your world? Where are you purchasing items that are unhealthy? Where are you supporting systems that are cruel or violent? These are the big questions that those of you on a spiritual path must ask yourselves. We are pointing these realities out because unless each of you change your world will not change. It will collapse, and then you will have to deal with another reality. But if you want it to change, and change in a timely manner, you must focus your mind on high frequency concepts, ideas, systems, and behaviors. That means you must feed yourself healthy food. If you cannot afford organic food, at least buy yourself fresh fruits and vegetables locally to the best of your ability. This is a time of year when you can purchase many bulk items because the summer crops are so abundant. Buy a lot of them and put them in your freezer, or can them if you have that skill at your fingertips. Put some food away that you know was grown in relatively good conditions. Stop going down the middle aisles of your supermarkets and purchasing things that do not rot. That means they are not alive. Purchase fresh foods. Cook your own meals. Stop purchasing commercially prepared foods that are laden with salts, sugars, preservatives, and chemicals, because these dear ones do not nurture this beautiful, beautiful being that you are. You must begin to love yourselves in the most fundamental ways to bring love to this planet. If you are polluting your body with chemicals, that is mirrored back to you in the world. The polluting chemicals are sprayed on those foods, and you get to ingest them, and the earth gets to suffer the same consequences that your body gets to suffer. We want you to think about your internal world. This is where the decision-making process begins. Are you focusing on what is good in your life? Are you focusing on what makes you happy? Are you doing things that make you feel good? Are you getting out in nature? Are you exercising? Are you having good conversations with dear friends? Or are you immersed in negative, disaster focused thinking? Now, you may say we are disaster focused, but we are not. We are merely looking at the trajectory that your society is taking. We are merely asking you to understand that it is not anyone else's doing, but the collective. You are part of the collective. So we want you to begin to take the reins back of your own destiny. And this is something that you are not taught in your society. You are taught that your destiny is ruled by governments and by those beings in power, but they are not the creators of destiny. They are the manipulators of your power. Your power is immense. One being aligned with truth, completely in accord with love, can change the world. And you are that being. You first of all can change your world by focusing on the good, by focusing on the loving, by removing the negativities from your mind. But in doing that, in raising your frequency, you connect into realms that give you more influence, that give you more inspiration, that give you more power. Not power over your brothers and sisters, but if all of you begin to do this, you will become an army of beings who refuse to be manipulated anymore, who refuse to watch your lands desecrated by corporations, who refuse to watch your leaders take you to war. You will march upon their centers of power and say enough is enough if you empower yourselves within your own consciousness, within your own home today. So make today the day that you decide what you are going to do. First of all, for yourself. You have been indoctrinated that looking after yourself is unholy in some way. It is part of the manipulation. You must look after yourself. You must love yourself. You must honor yourself. You must feed yourself good food. Give your body some exercise today. Get out in the fresh air. Feel the sun upon your skin. Don't be so afraid of the sun. It is full of intelligence and inspiration. It is a communication device from the divine, believe it or not. In your world, you have become terrorized that the sun is the devil. It is not. It is the source of all life on your planet. Think about that. If you are avoiding the sun all the time. You are avoiding the source of energy that gives life to your planet. You may want to think about that a little bit. We can go into some of these things more at some other point. Each one of these comments is in fact a subject that we can pursue further and further. But today we want you to be inspired. Today we want you to look down at your body and ask, how's it going down there? If it is painful or if it is in a shape that you are not satisfied with, ask yourself, what are you doing each day that causes this result? You are the creator. It is coming from you. If you are very, very sick, then you need to look at what you are eating and what you are thinking and how you are treating yourself. If you are living in a situation that is untenable, that is unpleasant for you, ask yourself now, what decisions have you made that have contributed to the situation? What are you doing that is causing this situation to manifest in your world? If you are honest with yourself, you will know that you have played a part. If you're honest with yourself, you will know that you picked the partner that is causing all the trouble in your life, or you are picking the food that is causing your body to be overweight or sick. You must take the reins back of your own creative power. This is where the transformation of your planet begins. It begins with you today. Do not put it off any longer. Do not procrastinate anymore. Your beloved culture and your beloved planet cannot take it anymore. You must begin to feel better. You must begin to feel more optimistic. You must look at the things you want to increase those feelings in your experience. So go out of your house today with a different attitude. Stand up straight, look at the world and ask yourself, what parts of my life don't I want anymore? Okay, I'm going to focus on the parts that I do want. I'm going to energize them, focus on them, and the parts that I don't want, if I don't pay attention to them, will fall away. And this is the final gem that we want to give you today. If you don't keep looking at the things you hate, they will go away. So stop looking at the wars on your television and get out in your garden and amend the soil for your spring crop next year, or put to bed some things that need to be put to get bed at the end of the summer. Stop looking at the partner that you hate and remember why you got together with them in the first place, and look at those qualities once again. Those were the qualities that you looked at when you fell in love with that being. Begin to look at those qualities and ignore the ones you hate. And with your body, begin to look at what is working, what is functioning well, and do more of that. Make yourself happy today, and you are contributing frequency that is beneficial to the earth, to your culture, and of course to your own dear life. We are Ananda, and we are here to help you through the difficult transformation that your society is going through. It is going to go from hatred to love, but that means that everything that is generated by hatred must cease to be. And there is much in your society that is generated by hatred. So be the change that you want to see in the world. Bring love to your day, to your body, to your friends and your family. Be the one that shines a light today of optimism and happiness and peace. We will speak to you again soon.